Uh, we are stranded somewhere in the middle of the Chaos Empire's territory, and the plan is to go to Wesmere again, because now we know that beneath Wesmere in this cave system there somewhere is Yechnagor's heart. And well, we want to destroy that thing. Because there is a chance that once more Yechnagor could dominate the minds of the races that are living above ground, on the surface, which would obviously be bad. Also, Ilinia is kinda trying to get revenge for Gallus and has no intention of just sitting back and letting someone else do the job. So here we are, trying to get through more Chaos Empire people so we can actually reach Wesmere. As I was a second in command, I know that I am expected to replace Gallus at the helm of our group, but doing so is a constant and painful reminder of the circumstances of his death. I had to try to put those thoughts aside for now. There will be plenty of time for grieving later. We continued our march towards northeastern Wesmere. Along the way, I could spot a few familiar landmarks, ruined as they were, eroded by other elements. Remind us of the past glory of the peoples of Erdir. Even though I was actually born in Lintenir, I spent all but the first 2 years of my childhood in Wesmere. Later, even if my duty required me to travel large distances across the continent, I continued to feel at home in Wesmere for some time. By the onset of the end of the Golden Age, Wesmere's trust in the Empire of Wesnoth had been breached. The humans' unilateral decision to create a second sun was the trigger. Once the Callian learned of my resignation from my position as advisor to the Emperor of Wesnoth, they considered me no longer useful to their ends, and made sure to inconvenience me at every opportunity. After some point, I simply decided to leave Wesmere and wanted the earth with Ergen by my side. Of course, that was before the dreams of numerous civilizations were shattered to pieces. After the fall, we had no choice but to settle in Lintenir, where we would remain blissfully ignorant of the atrocities taking place in Wesmere. But in time, like many other forests did, Lintenir crumbled down, and we were forced to return to Wesmere and discover the dreadful truth. It goes without saying that my most recent memories of the place are particularly unpleasant. Back to present times. The Mancholic desert landscape was dominated by an ominous stronghold in the north, guarding the entrance to the infested plains. As our living troops were exhausted from the lengthy journey across the desert, we decided to stop and rest in the ruins of an ancient Elvis outpost for a while, unsuspecting of our forthcoming final confrontation with the forces of Uriah. Scenario 11, return to Wesmere, with the stories on our departure afterwards. So we can ignore those extra defines. There's an alarming amount of movement in the southern hills. It would seem an entire battalion has been following our steps since we left Kalari Peninsula. The Council was right in their assessments of the situation. The Elf Witch and the League have amassed an army of orcs and undead mercenaries to raid Fort Antel. It seems we arrived in the nick of time. To arms! To arms for the Dark Lady! I sort of expected that. It might prove tricky to advance with those buffoons on our heels. On the other hand, the fortress ahead doesn't seem to be very well guarded. Very well then, let's take them down. I do feel something is amiss though. We should be cautious. Especially since our leader appears to be giving us commands without thinking things through. if you think you could do a better job at leading the orcs, it's not my intention to have anything to do with them at all. I just want to make sure you keep your feet on the ground. Well, whenever that is an appropriate thing to do anyway. So, defeat all enemy leaders. Of course, this guy we gotta defeat because that's the direction we are advancing towards. And those guys because I can't properly advance with them in the background. Also, you can see there's a lot of guards, a small shack still hive, and because we are in Westmere, it's always dark at every single point of time. Huh. Yeah, this guy is called Elgamal. What about it, Cat Begamot? Like, maybe there is something about it, but I have no idea what. So Shrek Slayer, Mini Mogul, Tender, Inky, Über of course, Cat Begamot. And now I can just blow through all of my money I've got, because that's the last scenario I can actually spend it. This is not a last scenario, but a last scenario where I can spend money. Just saying. So yeah, I also don't have to care much about losses, which is also helpful, except the named ones, of course. And at least one more unnamed one. First spirit should be defeated. Okay, Cat Begamot said that Elgamal is the name of a cryptographic cipher, which I'm just now gonna accept as truth. Maybe I'm gonna Google, but yeah, it's true. At least Wikipedia says so. And yeah, it was named after the guy that created it. What did you say about the fortress not being well guarded, Lich? I stand corrected. We may need a better strategy. I guess you can see he did not account for this. But yeah, let's wipe out the ones behind us first. It's easier too. So my question is, would I win against this dog? 5 damage per hit, less hit points, less strikes, so yeah, I can do that. It shouldn't be too hard. Also better chance to hit than he does. Like, just mapping it, sort of guesstimating it out if I die to his berserk or if he kills himself when he does that. And he would kill himself, which is great. Then more gold, please. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the ones I have and maybe recruit a couple more sprites. Yeah, and giving this one a chance to attack me so I can kill it. This one too. So yeah, as you can see, he doesn't dare to attack. So Algamel, Morari. So yeah, this did not dare to attack me, but at least I got rid of that one. So there's that. That did not exactly work, but whatever. So I want to funnel some XP into my fire fairies, so they have a shot at leveling up. Not much of a shot, but better than nothing, I guess. Then I can totally take those villages over there. Shouldn't be too hard. Then free XP, because why not? Also a free level up to boot. Like, no, needs only 1 XP to level up, and that I can provide. Burn. Right, and get rid of most of the dogs, because they've got an easy time piling up on me. Like, for example, Shrexley is somewhat in danger now, I think, which means I did not play this really well. Whoop. Nope. Wait, I can undo this because it's a skeleton, so it doesn't roll for traits. Great. Okay. Just give me a moment to get some water. Time. So, as predicted, nothing happened while I got myself some water. So that's great. First of all, I do not want to tangle with this guy. At least not with all 3 at once. 1 should be fine, but 3 actually also as well, but I shouldn't tempt fate in that regard. Burn. Then Shrexlayer could use a break and gets a break as well. Überalinea just gonna be the tank over there. Also, well, it's probably gonna die, but I do not need to care. Like, referring to this sprite, of course. Just checking if I can actually protect it. Yes, I can. And yeah, it's a habit to protect them, so why not? Then, first of all, nope. They do not suffer from having to be on the sand. I feel like I ask myself that question every single time I play against raiders. But, well, whatever. So... like, just a small reminder, I don't actually have to kill the razor birds. Once they move to the edge of the map, they're gone anyway. It's really just a habit. Like, of course you have to differentiate between razor birds that are recruited and razor birds that are spawned on the map. The ones that are on the map from the first time are basically the wildlife, and they disappear, while the recruited ones are of course enemies. Like the falcons you see in, well, any place that's not controlled by the Chaos Empire. So, die. Just wanna say it's kind of funny how useless Marksman is against these guys, at least on this position, because they only have 40% chance to dodge to begin with, and it Marksman forces 60% to dodge, 60% chance to hit. So it's the same hit chance regardless of whether the unit has Marksman or not. So, first of all, this one. Then this guy, and preferably this one as well. Also some free XP and maybe another kill even. Like, and with this one, green is done for. Just moving there to keep the village on for myself. Also, these guys are supposed to die. Like, I can risk a force spirits over here because they are not named forest spirits. Maybe a bit unfair, but whatever. Okay, so Malkeshe could actually totally crush that kind of army by himself. Or rather, he would have pretty good odds at crushing them. But that would mean less XP for my fairies and for a linear, so I do not want that. And that's why I retreated a little bit instead of attacking. And yeah, you can see I do not care for my losses right now. As long as it's not named, I can replace this, or rather I won't be able to use it anyway. But if you're playing this the first time, you're not supposed to know that, so you can just go as YOLO in as I am right now. Like, for example, this one was objectively just a bad idea. And just because I can afford it doesn't mean it was a good one. Okay, so this might actually be risky for Kiara, who has to survive. Yeah, okay, it's actually more dangerous for Inky than for Kiara. Might work out, might not. We will see. First of all, I'm killing the Soul Hunter over there. Forgive us, lady. You are about to find out that Yechnagov is no more, fool. So, and at the same time protect this sprite. Actually, I should have gone for melee there because it would have guaranteed a kill. I forgot, but I think I'm safe enough with this kind of hit points. Burn. Okay, let's keep going and let's see. Yep, Inky's in danger. And yes, I should reload. Sorry, Inky. I will do better. So first of all, by just leaving those guys alone. There is no need to face them right now, so I just won't. Also destroy the dog this time around. And of course the Soul Hunter again. Yeah, I did read this before, so I'm not reading that again. Also, this time I get to kill this one as well. First of all, I want Linear to get the kill, but yeah, fail. Then die. Huh. Thanks for following me, Polar Zola. And I say this like probably the 40th time or something. The sound is so confusing, but that does not mean I do not appreciate you following me. I mean, technically I can also say no thanks for watching, because you followed me while I'm streaming, so you're probably also watching right now. Well, as you can see, nothing much is happening right now. The purple ones are just so far away, so they're not afraid for quite a while. And in the meantime, I just mob up the blue and green one. Green is of course already finished because he's closer. And blue should be following shortly. Should be following along shortly. Polar Zola, since you are playing Battle for the Wesnoth 2, which is honestly to be expected since you are watching the stream, what was the last campaign you played, or are you maybe more into multiplayer, like there are also people like that? Well, on the other hand, I'm playing almost only a single player. First of all, nope. Right, and while you're here, do you want to have a unit named after yourself in this campaign? It's something I do like. I've got Mini Mogul, not this one, Lutender, nope, nope, Shrek Slayer, yeah, that's actually a viewer, Inky, and Cat Begamot. And I've got like one place left for a unit I can use in the last scenario. But as you can see, I'm playing fairies only, so it would have to be a Force Spirit. Okay, so you said yes. Let's just take this one. Once my turn is... During the enemy turn, I can't rename units. Okay, so I'm taking this one. Polar Zola. Whoops, caps lock. There you go. And that means basically you are the one of the 6 units that I will recall for the last scenario of this campaign. What I probably should tell you is that that the last scenario of this campaign is just 2 scenarios, one to go. So your unit will die very soon, or at least one be carried over to the next one, and then the whole thing starts anew with renaming units. Just a friendly reminder. Okay, so you've played... When Secret of the Ancients is the hardest campaign you've played so far, does it mean that you've not played Northern Rebirth? Or at least not completed yet? Okay, and with this one, blue is of course done for as well. And I just need to clean up purple. Cat Begamot was just pointing out that technically you can rename your units while the enemy has its turn, but you can't during while any kind of animation is playing. And in single player, an enemy's turn always means the computer has its turn, and the computer doesn't sit still. So there will always be some animation playing. Okay. First of all, die. This is 5 damage, 20 damage, no, 16 damage I mean. Actually no, 20 damage. This one could deal 20 damage to Inky, and this one 12, so there is a chance of Inky dying if I move it so that both units can attack at once. So... Right, and when you're saying... when you're only referring to Secrets of the Ancients as one of the Hades campaigns, does it mean you've only played mainline content so far, or did you maybe just play easy user-made content? Like, do you even know that I'm playing user-made content right now? Or are you thinking this is one mainline campaign you've never seen before? I'm actually curious. Okay, purple is still spamming with units. Okay. Okay, then first of all, I'm glad that you don't think that this is mainline content, because after all this as well would be kinda setting weird expectations when you're playing. Like, when are the fairies arriving, or when is the Chaos Emperor attacking? Stuff like that. That would be pretty odd, honestly. Also, whoa, those guys really are scared of me. Only dare to approach me when they've got this extreme superiority in numbers. Yeah. Okay. May I ask, what user-made content you've played so far? Like, I've lost precise count, but I know that there are at least 100 user-made campaigns on the 1.4 Wesnoth add-on server right now. So yeah, there's a lot you could have played, or you may have not played, and I would have no idea. Right, and when you say walkthrough, do you mean the stuff I'm doing here or something else? Because walkthrough is for me also like accompanied something that has the goal of helping you to win something. And I totally forgot what the hell the thing I'm doing is called. Like I know that I've known the word, but I don't remember anymore what it's called, what the word is. If that makes any sense. First of all, I kinda have to get rid of them. Preferable would be before I take out the enemy leader. Okay, yeah, Paula Zola just explained to me that playthrough is the thing I'm doing here when you just play a game, and walkthrough is when I explain most of the stuff. So yeah, so apparently, by that definition, a playthrough is I'm doing playthroughs and not walkthroughs. And I honestly did not know that there exist walkthroughs for Wesnoth. Like, I know there are a couple of guides, or rather written walkthroughs, but nothing you can watch. Anyway, don't mind me while I kill them all. Ouch, that hurt. Just checking my losses. Actually pretty damn fine. And apparently 4 spirits cost 60 gold. that's amazing. Like how much does this dude cost for comparison? What? I'm getting the feeling that this is not balanced for actually getting recruited. Like if you compare this with a normal kind of unit, like how much does a level 3 warlord cost? 48 gold. Can't compare that. Just straight up can't compare that. Then I want to see this one gone because he deals arcane damage, and that's something I'm actually vulnerable to. Cat Begamot. This dude cost 80 gold, and this dude cost 48 gold, and it's not more than 2 times costlier. Like it's getting close to twice the price, but it's not quite there yet actually. I'm just gonna assume that you mixed something up there. Oh, right, this level 2 version of the unit costs 35 gold, and the level 3 version costs 80 gold, so the level up is more than twice the price for the level 2 version. And yet it is a fair point, and it does make it pretty clear that the numbers are not reasonable at all. So reminder, I want to get a linear bit of XP still, because she got after max level advancements. Like for those who did not watch one of the first videos, this is the kind of stuff you could get. This is what I've already got, obviously. That's what's still available, at least for this campaign. And yeah, I'm trying to get there. They need quite a bit of XP still. So whenever I see some high level unit, I try to feed it to her and not to someone else. Alright, almost forgot about this one. Yeah, I can risk it. I want that. Even if he hits every single hit, like this. And I can just... And it's fine because I killed it this very turn instead of waiting for next turn. So it doesn't get a retaliation attack. We have failed. How? Well... Maybe I'm just better at fighting than you? That would be my strong guess right now. So for the record, I'm not actually gonna bother with moving these units down here anywhere close to the battlefield. It's just not worth it. It's I will have defeated them before anything, before I got my units close enough, or rather, I also do not need them to win this fight. So I'm just gonna leave them behind and spare me the fort. Also, Alenia is still a really good healer. Well, she's my only healer, so there's that. Yep, I'm gonna leave those guys behind as well. I only need to kill that one enemy leader. So right, why did I even bother moving them onto villages? If I let them rest healed, it will annoy me for the rest of the scenario for every single turn. And allowing them to heal means... No, moving them onto a village means that they heal faster and won't annoy me quite as long. And yes, Cat Begamot is the queen of a healer on my recall list. Mystic, hits 4 hit points per turn. But the problem with that, I'm playing Tinkerbell meters, so only fairies. And really, I don't need another healer right now. I've got Alenia has drains, works for me. Like, this is especially because I don't have a healer beyond Alenia. Her drains is even more useful. Whoops. Pretty lucky that I can still undo things after something like this. So, bye. And draw this guy out, I think. Yep. Okay. Those guards do not move. It is somewhat annoying, but nothing I cannot deal with. I mean, it just means that I attack them instead of getting attacked by them. Also, I stay away from this one because it deals arcane damage and it's one of my few weaknesses. So let it come into my range before I kill it. Fail. Whoops. Actually wondering, right, Queen of Heal is the only healer I get in this whole campaign, which is actually pretty harsh. But luckily I don't need one, so that's okay. Like, normally having no healer available except her when you need to fight and level up so often would be quite harsh. But it helps that my units are either so fragile that they heal in just 2 to 3 turns, or so tanky that they can shrug off a lot of damage. Like tanky as in very resistant, not in actually having a lot of health. That's why it's fine. And I've almost made it to the enemy leader. Burn. Also, I'm pretty much done with the scenario. I don't really know why I bothered taking all those villages though. Oh, actually, I can... Like, this early finish bonus is intentional misleading, because, well, this is the last scenario, you can use up all your units, telegraphs the story, or what's gonna happen, and takes away from the suspension. So while, as long as you think this is not a last scenario, there's something gonna happen afterwards, you don't know what's gonna happen next, and you still try your best. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna tour around a bit and give Alenia a lot of kills, so I can give her another after max level advancement. Of course, I don't mean to spend that much time on it, but I've got 10 turns time. That's easily enough. So I'm gonna soften them up first and then finish them off. Yeah, that should be actually quite nice. Damn. Okay, 50% chance that he lives. Nice. Like, this is one of the few times where I want them to survive, because otherwise they would have, what's it called? Well, died. And then I couldn't harvest the XP anymore. Which would be a shame. Alright, this one can attack me, I forgot that. who or what is exactly wasted right now. So, level up. More hit points are always great. This one is right now not really useful because it replaces my fire damage with arcane while dealing less damage overall. Like technically there can be more upgrades for the fairy fire, but not right now. And I'm gonna fight mostly Shaxtils, which are more vulnerable to fire than to fairy to arcane damage. Yeah, they would be wasted if they get killed by the wrong unit. That's true. So I really hope that this one is not decided they have to attack or something. But if they do, well, that happens. So, okay, that was nice. I did not get a kill there, or I did not waste a kill there. And now, time to move them around a bit. Also time to weaken this one, so I can also finish it off. No! Oh, whatever, there's still enough level 2 units around that I can freely kill. Three to be precise, plus the enemy leader. Hey, he took a village, it's not nice. So... no, yeah, actually I can do that. Only risk is that he kills himself on me, but I'll take that risk. And it actually paid off. Lucky, but nice. Undo. Die. And keep this one off from the village so he doesn't actually take it. And just heals. Right, I don't have much of a use for the level 1's units, so I don't mind killing them off. Alright, and I totally forgot to weaken this one. Something I should still do. As you can see, they are very scared of me, which is fair considering how I'm just, well, destroying them right now. I guess it does feel nice to be feared as much as this. Okay, and time to go in for the kill. Also weaken this one. So actually can make the kill before the turns run out and make the kill with a linear instead of just having to force it onto my cacher. Didn't expect that that it would be this close time-wise, but it works for me. Actually, I can also take this kill while I'm at it. So... you're not leaving from there, it's for sure. Perfect. So... now I think I can guarantee a kill with these numbers. These numbers? Okay. Right, this was Überlinie, which is why she got 5 damage per hit, unlike the 4 the others get. I depart from this world to embrace the power of Uriel. Not likely, but he will certainly embrace the cold touch of death on the other side. You haven't seen the full extent of her power. You haven't seen the great things she's done for us. You understand nothing. Nothing at all. Now that you're dead, all that has suddenly become irrelevant, hasn't it? It's over now. There's nobody left to obstruct our path but those artificial abominations. So, Wesnoth is just ahead. What are you going to do now, lass? I want to discuss some plans with the three of you right now, in fact. Come with me. So, right, what did I want to do? I just need a moment. I know first of all I'm gonna end the stream at this point and take 5-minute break, and afterwards I'm gonna read out a story scenario and then end for the day, really. And afterwards it's just basically one very long scenario left in this campaign, which I'm gonna do at some other day. And thanks for the compliment about my voice acting, I'm trying. But I sometimes lose track which voice I'm supposed to act or which voice I've gave which character. So yeah, please don't be sad when I mess up. Anyway, 5-minute break, then the story scenario where there's no fighting, really just story, and then end for the day. See you next time, or maybe in 5 minutes.